Hello everybody, welcome back to Evolve. We're going to be playing as Goldie in this one on Refueling Tower against Val, Bucket, Wasteland Maggie and Torvald for this one. Trying to think of what skin we haven't done for a while. That will be default actually. We've not done default Goldie for a very long time. One ironically is actually one of my favourite renditions of Goldie. We'll do traversals and we'll get going. Base Goldie is just, you know, my boy's got a special place in my heart, you know, so this team is okay. Bucket does let them down though. Been getting a lot of buckets recently as well. Well, yeah, you do need a defensive support against Goldie because he's very high damage, so rest of the team's good though. Val's very strong, single target healing. Torvald's one of the highest DPS assaults, and Wasteland Maggie is just the better version of Maggie. So we might be able to squeeze one or two of these bodies in. Mayhaps. Yeah, we can. That's fine. If this is your first video, welcome. This is a 4v1 ASIM from 2015. Regrettably, it is now dead, but we're doing the bot games to get it out there on the net and not let it die. Because when a game from 2015 looks like it could have been released literally yesterday in 2025, there's a reason to, you know, keep it alive, to be honest. But yeah, okay, now that's me falling off ledges. If you are new to this, we're currently playing as the monster, so we're going to be running for our lives at the very beginning. This little arsehole is going to try and break me out of that, that's fine. Try and squeeze some of these bars in. Two, we do get all three there, that's fine. Trapjaws are a monster deterrent, so that's key for us to move on. Hunters can kill them quite quickly, but monster it takes quite a bit of time, so. And we had some wonderful animations there. What the fuck was that? That's fine. I heard something that sounded like a gunshot, and then I got thinking that was being ganked, so to speak, there. Get the armor done. But yeah, once this meter fills, we'll be able to evolve to the next stage, and with it will come size and damage, as well as a bit of HP as well for survivability. That's going to do it. Give a bit more distance. Dip into this cave here. Get some food on the way out as well, we'll grab it here. Should have enough distance at base here anyway, because I think they're probably on the other side of the river at the moment. We get 3 points to spend into the abilities. As you see, we get bigger, spikier. Every monster has a changing appearance, as you'd expect. You'll notice there's a bit of a notable size difference as well now. We're quite a considerably large amount bigger. Sentence goal, that's fine. We'll just top the rest of this off. We'll add these into the meter and then we'll get in there and start fighting. Those. They're already here, okay. Yeah, she's gonna dodge that now, I think. We get splash, healed it though. That's fine. We are gonna go for Val because Val's healing is very strong. I always discount Val. But she's actually got quite strong sustain, so let's get it out. I'm about to drop armor. We need to go for Maggie to get out of this dome because she's the trapper. Quite get that, that's fine. Yeah, the heal that she's actually providing there is actually pretty damn good. We are going to get out there because I've got no armor. Red bar damage is permanently lost, bar one or two ways. You get the Tyrant buff, which can appear on this map, or you gain a percentage back when you evolve. Other than that, there's not really any other way you can. So we get ability cooldowns, that is this boy's best buff in the game. This turns him into a bit of a fucking powerhouse, to be honest. Grab that. Don't quite get that, clip the side, it's fine. Kind of fighting through Val's beam here, which is what I was talking about mere moments ago. We do get the grab, that's good. Don't jump into the alligator, good. That's fine. I don't actually want move speed, that's a bit unfortunate. Leaving that alive might have been better, yeah. Shit. It's fine. Need to go for Maggie, there she is. With Bucket, it's the cloak. Yep, that's fine, get out. We're gonna melt pretty damn quickly. Goalie's not the tankiest of monster. I would like to get back in there and get before that goes off. 1 or 2 more strikes. One. We're gonna fight them trap jaws. We'll go and use this time to get the rest of the armor topped up here. You could actually do that back in the day as well. If you knock a tree the right way, you can use it as cover. Because people aren't going to have a mental note of all the jungle, so it can actually work in a sense. You do drop rock that, that's fine. Colin's just getting eaten down there by the tyrant. This is a very bad situation for them to be in. Good position, that right. Yep, that's going to hit the tyrant. Actually, did get Val up as well. That heal burst is actually very unfortunate because now I can't actually do that. I was hoping to just down him and then get out with the flame breath. That's actually pissed me off a little bit. That's fine. We'll go and get stage 3 because we've lost a bit too much HP now. So yeah, that's fine. Go right here. We will get the final form. The stage 3 monsters are massive and do a lot of damage. And also have a lot of HP to play with. As I say, we're going to heal a bit back here. As you can see at the top. We're now fully grown. And there is no immediate wildlife to get for some reason. There we go. Give it that shit because it keeps knocking me out of the thing. So that's... You know you're a boss in a video game, fellas, when you can literally just leap over buildings, like they're actually nothing, you know? That's the actual size. You don't really see it from the monster perspective, but these are full-size buildings, as you can obviously imagine. And you can legit fucking leap over them, you know? This is what we traded for Dead by Daylight, by the way. I always go there, I know, but it is what it is, fellas, you know? A man with a mask was apparently more interested than this, you know? And running in circles over combat and gameplay depth. But it's fine, don't worry. Very bad situation for him to be in here though, to be fair. They are getting pushed out though. Now fighting through Val's beam here. Yeah, that's fine. Stop him going up there. Take them because I just leaped into them literally. Do get the extended reach because we're stage 3. We are dropping armor here, but we do have quite a bit to play with, so get rid of that. Get rid of Daisy. Stop the fast revives. We've got 22 seconds. Need to stop you because you've got a shield. Yeah, they're going to get the dog up now. That's fine. I'm going to do a reset because he's going to get the dog up and then the dog's going to get bucket up, and it's going to be a bit of a bad time because we do have the trapper coming back in, so I'm going to be facing domes again. Top the rest of this up. Yeah, they are, yeah. That's fine. Position myself wrong, that was fucking stupid. I shouldn't have done that, it's fine. I was trying to get Daisy out with the rock, because it will kill her from a full health with the rock. Stage 3. So. Where did she... Ah, she's over there, okay, that's fine. It's gonna heal first. Bit of a weird place this because of... Ow. Excuse me, that wasn't a hit, okay. I can tag him. Yeah, I was gonna say. He has gone this way though. I can smell him, like, there he is, the jetpack. He's trying to run. This is what usually what you do as a support in a situation like this, especially at stage 3. You go back the other way. Oh, he's there, okay. You'll buy your team another wave. There he is. Getting heavily injured now, as the animations will dictate. I actually can't do that because the trapper's coming back again. It's gonna be a close one, this, I think. This sloth being here is really fucking annoying. What's that? Smell range. It's fine. Just take it. Yep. It's fine. Good. Everybody's now 2 strikes though, so they're all on their last lives, which is a benefit for us. Injured animations, by the way, look at this. The attention to detail you're dealing with. Look at the fucking state of me as well, because of how low HP we are. You can see how he's holding up his front claw. She's isolated, that's actually quite big. So that's fine. Yep. So do get away with that harpoon. I'm gonna go for him just so he doesn't cloak and run up again. Torvald is massively underestimating the IQ of the monsters here. That's by actual canon lore. They're not mindless, they're actually hyper intelligent. That's actually just shown in the gameplay itself by the fact that Goliath can actually predict trajectory of rocks that he throws. But they are actually beyond that anyway, actually hyper intelligent. It's a shared, well, it's not, I don't know, I'm not saying it for certain, but it's kind of similar to a shared conscience that all the monsters have. The way the DNA that rapidly evolves is, it's like this, this Goliath's also a wraith, which is a weird thing to say, but fucking hell they got the next wave. I thought that was going to end there. But yeah, they can turn themselves into whichever one they want, you know, that kind of stuff. That's the way they work. When they're created, anyway. I don't know if they can do it on the fly, but outside of the realms of the game, obviously. Or if it's just what they come out of the eggs as, because the eggs are, they're not, you know, they don't produce, they don't mate the same way as regular creatures do. They just create eggs and it creates monsters from a goopy substance, as Kyra explains. That goopy substance is basically just a big ball of like DNA. And I'm assuming when they hatch, it chooses which one it wants to be, basically. But it is all the same kind of parasitic sort of DNA. Look at the fucking shadows, dude. I love how that looks as well, like when you're going across the terrain. You can see how big you actually are. It's fucking cool, man. Goliath's having a right fucking laugh in there. There's a Goliath nerd as well. My little brother. See him in there. Can't really see him that well. Facing this way. There he is. Another goalie. I need to find them. I don't know where they are. Oh, yeah. We're going to get another wave here because I was gushing about the game. That's fine. Don't quite get that. I tried to curve it around the thing. I don't know whether Val comes back on that one. It's almost certainly gone this way. There he is. They're not going to have a bucket in this one. Something else you'll notice. No. Please let me do this. Can't fucking see it now because of the birds. You eat a robot, it leaves robot parts behind on the floor. Again, attention to detail. Can't really see it there. It's under the tree. But it does leave robot parts. Yeah, everybody came out, that's fine. Let's get rid of Daisy so we don't have fast revives. We'll go over Hugh. That's gonna be it. For this. $16.23 because I was just talking about the game all the way through it. It is what it is, fellas. That's the parallels. Part of the reasons why I'm always pissed off while playing Dead by Daylight, because it's just fucking inferior in every way. But you know, it's what we chose. It's not even that it's inferior, to be honest. Like, because if I was playing, you know, I sound like I'm not enjoying it when I'm playing it and I'm ranting and all that kind of stuff. If you have been over that side of the channel, because obviously it is an ASIM. I do majority play ASIMs and all that kind of stuff, but it's the fact. What annoys me about it is how there's no ambition with it. There's no drive to have any sort of innovation or anything like that with Dead by Daylight. Every killer's the same fucking killer that comes out released, just recycled. They'll take a piece of one killer, put it on another, put it on the new killer, and then take another piece of another killer and put it together, stitch it together, and then there you go. There's your new killer. You know, that's what annoys me. Like, there's still no. There was the whole Reddit situation that I did. Or I mentioned anyway a couple of weeks ago that it was relevant to Evolve in a sense, because we were in Evolve, we were going to get a burrowing monster that was on the way. They were early production, I think, when the game actually went down. It was called the Velvet Worm, and it was going to be a massive sort of burrowing monster, like worm. Like, obviously when that thing gets to stage 3, it'd be fucking massive, you know, like really long. And all that kind of stuff. Like, it was going to be really fucking special and like unique, you know, because it was like a proper worm itself, allegedly anyway, as from what we knew. But then there was the situation with Dead by Daylight in a similar vein to that recently, where somebody put a post on the main Reddit of a Banshee killer that would channel her power, and obviously Banshees cry. It's a female ghost that cries and screams and all that kind of stuff. That's how she attacks. And somebody actually made a fucking playable demo of this killer concept, right, where she'd cry and she'd leave a trail of tears along the floor, and then when she stands on those trail of tears, she could burrow effectively under the ground. She could swim through the tears. You know, obviously it doesn't make sense. That's the point of it, you know, because it's like magical and supernatural. You know, she cries a small amount of tears on the floor, and then it forms like a spot of, like a lake for her to swim through. All that kind of stuff. Not a fucking chance would Behaviour ever do something like that. You know, we're still here waiting for stuff that changes things like that, you know. They make stuff sometimes that's unique. As I say, we did have Alien that could burrow through tunnels, and that was something I praised. when it came out, because when you play from the survivor perspective against Alien, it's quite atmospheric when it goes into the tunnel. You see it sort of dive into the tunnel, the xenomorph, and then the terror radius vanishes as its tail vanishes into the darkness of the tunnel. That's good, but there's so little fucking things in that game that do things like that, just create them little moments that it just pisses me off, because it's at the top of the genre, but there's no innovation. There's also last year, that was another ASIN we played on the channel. You know, very gory executions on the killers, endless possibilities on the killers. They were doing literally every horror trope out there. They had the freedom to, because obviously it's a unique IP, it's not a licensed one like they keep fucking doing over and over. You know, we had killer clowns, we had TCM, you know, they all fucking fall flat because they've got no creative space going forward, because you have to pull from the IPs and all that kind of stuff. Evolve didn't. Evolve was unique. It was on a fucking alien planet against an unknown species of rapidly mutating alien super mutants, yeah? i.e. you could literally do fucking anything you wanted with it, you know? It's stagnated so fucking hard, but nobody knows, because nobody sees the other ASIMs in the genre most of the time. It's all just Dead by Daylight, because nobody knows any better. That's what annoys me with it. You know, we've got games that look like this, and they're dead, you know, and they're probably going to stay dead at this point in time now, because the fucking 2K have convinced themselves that it's a game problem when they've tried to revive it 3 times and repeat the same fucking mistake over and over. So it's a game issue now, despite there being nothing actually wrong with the game, you know. Voice went to the sky there because I'm fucking I'm not had a drink for a couple of minutes, but yeah, it just fucking winds me up, dude, and it always will do, and that's the commentary you're gonna get, because obviously I mentioned it in an Evolve video. I said, just go and have a look at my Dead by Daylight videos, and the video I said to go and look at, everyone was like, fucking hell, you're different on here, you're dead ranty and all this. It's like, well, yeah, because it just pisses me off. Like, there's no innovation, there's no drive for this genre anymore, there's nothing special anymore, because at the top of the genre, we don't have something like this, like Evolve, where you could do literally anything with the characters. You know, you still can in Dead by Daylight, but they don't have any ambition, they don't have any innovation, because they're at the top of the genre. You know, the type of company that they are, they're at the top of the genre, they don't have to give a shit, yeah? Because anything that comes out, because of how much content Dead by Daylight has now, nothing that comes out will have the same amount of content, so it'll die off as soon as it comes out. That's when I say there's a tumour sat at the top of the genre, because, as I've said, like, I do, for the most part, after I play a few games of it and I do warm myself up to it, I do enjoy Dead by Daylight, for the most part, you know. There's a lot of frustrating shit that I do mention in the commentary because nobody else fucking does, and that's what toxic positivity is, and there is a lot of it surrounding the Dead by Daylight community, you know, in terms of streamers and all that kind of stuff. Nobody ever fucking says anything, right? They could be sitting through the most stupidest shit imaginable, mate, getting iframed, getting grenades thrown at them as the killer and all this kind of shit, getting stunned out of literally everything they do, and nobody fucking says anything. They all just sit there like, tee yeah, okay, alright, yeah, all this kind of shit. Meanwhile, I'm sat here saying it's fucking wank, because I'm supposed to be the killer, you know, the one in the game. You're supposed to be the one that's avoided, but they're all running at me with fucking grenades and speed axe from perks and all this kind of shit, you know. It's bullshit, you know. So I'll always say it is, because I'm very opinionated and I want this genre to be the best it can be, you know. But at the moment, with the top of the genre that we've got, no, it's not going anywhere, you know. We had last year, we had Evolve. Both of those games are actually better than Dead by Daylight in quality, you know. Not necessarily, well, obviously not in quantity, because they don't have as much characters and all that kind of stuff in it, yeah. But that'd grow over time if these games were revived, the same way it grew with Dead by Daylight. And that's not in the same breath saying that Dead by Daylight can't exist alongside these games, you know. Like, I'm not saying, oh, fucking kill Dead by Daylight, get rid of that shit. I'm not saying that. As much as it sounds like I am, I'm not. I just want this game back on the market, and potentially last year as well, you know. But that's the problem, because obviously, you know, you can never really have more than one giant game in a genre, because everybody just magnetizes to one of them. You know, everybody has their own and they find it. And now everybody's found it with Dead by Daylight, but, you know, as I say, we're circling again. I'm going to end here, but it is what it is. As I say, people don't know about the alternatives and how much higher quality they actually were, because even last year's higher quality than Dead by Daylight was, with the way they were the kills were in that. You know, you had giant spiders eating fucking heads of survivors. You don't get that in Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight has spent the past 9 years where we've been killing fucking wax figurines, mate, because they barely put any gore into the game. You know, there's no blood, there's no anything like that. The only blood you actually see in Dead by Daylight is the blood they leave on the floor after you hit them. That just spawns a little puddle where they're running. You know, that's it. That's the only bit of blood in the game. You know, everything else is all like waxwork shit. You know, but it is what it is. Anyway, it's just fucking stupid. It's been a very good Goldie game, fellas. So the rants come out at the end again. So you know, it is what it is. It's always going to turn into a passion rant. Usually is on Goldie videos because he's just insanely fun and very high quality in terms of gameplay. But yeah, there it is. Hope you've enjoyed the gameplay anyway, and I'll see you on the next one hopefully. Bye.